Well, I like to have it strong, but not with too much milk. I only have about 2 cups of tea a day, and the first cup of tea I have is in the morning. And that's the first thing I do when I get up, is go and make a cup of tea. And I put the kettle on, and then I put my tea bag in the teacup and leave it for a little while because I like it to brew, and then I take the tea bag out and I put some milk in. Yep. When I get home from work, I always have a cup of tea as well. I think I prefer tea. Oh, I drink random kinds of tea all the time. I drink, because quite often I don't drink normal tea, I drink peppermint tea because I'm trying not to drink any caffeine at all. So I'll go through phases where I only drink peppermint tea, and I've also got a nice collection of other leaf teas up there as well that I drink and I put in the teapot and have a little ritual surrounding that. But I usually like to drink the nice leaf tea when I've got a bit more time. I suppose I like the taste of it, but I also just like the smell of it, and I like the whole ritual of drinking tea. I probably drink more tea when I'm with my friends than when I'm at home, because I would sit down and drink tea and then we'd maybe have another cup of tea and then another, because it's a social thing. I remember when I was probably about 8 or so, I was a brownie, and we had this tea challenge where we had to learn how to make cups of tea for members of our family, and we had a chart that we had to fill in, and it got ticked off every time you made a cup of tea for someone, and you were rewarded in some way, maybe with a badge or something, if you say made 10 cups of tea or whatever. I can't remember when I first drank tea, but I was probably quite young. I do remember making tea a lot because I have a big sister, and her friend Shona they taught me how to make tea so that I would bring them tea in bed. I prefer a mug when I'm drinking tea on my own at home. It's part of my daily thing. But if I'm drinking my nice leaf tea in my teapot, out of my teapot, I have a teacup. It's just a different experience. I just have it that kind of divided in my head about what each experience is for. So the leaf tea is for more contemplation, more time, and somehow, because it's all kind of fruity leaf tea, that I think it's good for me and I should take time to think about it. Yes, he always associated tea with being unwell. He doesn't really like British tea, he thinks it's too strong. So, but then sometimes he will drink it and then so I used to make him tea when we first got together. I used to make him tea all the time, and then I realised that he wasn't drinking it. So I stopped, but then now he gets offended if I don't ask him if he wants tea, so you can't win. Well, I think I've got about 2 or 3, but people seem to give me teapots for some reason. I don't know why, and things to put tea in. But I don't mind, that's fine. Yeah, that one there, the kind of rusticy looking one, that's my favourite teapot. That one up there, Renee's mum gave me, it's kind of very Dutch, and it got a bit damaged on the way back from Amsterdam, so the spout's a bit broken, but I kind of see that more as a sort of ornament than a functional teapot. I don't know, it's just kind of solid, and it's not unattractive, and it's made by a potter in Wales, I think, and I don't know, I got given it, but I quite like it.